Self-reliance is not just a shield, it is a weapon. It is the tool that allows you to cut through the noise, to strip away the distractions, and to focus on what truly matters: your own growth, your own strength, your own path. When you walk alone, you are not bound by the expectations or weaknesses of others. You move forward with clarity, with purpose, and with a resolve that cannot be shaken. In the end, the only thing you can truly rely on is yourself. When everything else fades away, when the world crumbles around you, you will remain standing. Because you have built yourself, piece by piece, to withstand anything. The storms, the betrayals, the losses, none of them will break you. Because you are unbreakable. You are the master of your own fate, the architect of your own power. The world teaches us that we must connect with others, that we must build networks of support and validation. But what if true power lies in the ability to stand alone, to cut away the chains of dependency and rise on your own merit, on your own strength? The greatest danger in relying on others is the eventual betrayal. The world is filled with those who offer promises they can't keep. They offer strength that isn't theirs to give. And when the time comes, when the world tests you, it is you alone who must face the consequences of those broken promises. Self-reliance is the art of turning yourself into the strongest force in your own life. It is the refusal to be dragged down by the weaknesses of others. To depend on others is to carry their burdens, to take on their uncertainties and fears. But when you depend on yourself, you cut away the distractions, the crutches, and the false comforts. You learn to move through the world with purpose, with precision, and with absolute control. There is power in solitude. In the silence of being alone, you discover who you truly are. You learn what you are capable of when there is no one else to rely on. In those moments, you become your own teacher, your own protector, your own guide. And in that space, you build a foundation that cannot be swayed by the opinions or failures of others. You become unbreakable. Self-reliance is not just about survival. It is about thriving in a world that will test you at every turn. When you rely on yourself, you no longer wait for the world to offer you a helping hand. You know that when the world burns, it is you who will rise from the ashes. The strength to face adversity, the courage to confront your fears, and the clarity to see beyond the illusions of others. All of these are cultivated through self-reliance. Others will look to the crowd for comfort, to the collective for reassurance. But the self-reliant individual looks inward. They trust their own mind, their own intuition, their own will. They know that they are the only ones who can shape their destiny. And when you walk the path of self-reliance, you no longer fear the unknown. You welcome it, because when you are your own source of strength, nothing can take you down. True power is born from independence. It is the recognition that you are the master of your own fate. Others may offer help, but in the end, their strength is fleeting. The strength you cultivate within yourself is lasting. It is yours and yours alone. And that is the strength that no one can take from you. To rely on others is to open yourself up to the possibility of failure. Every person you trust brings with them the risk of disappointment. Every alliance you form is a potential chain that could bind you, dragging you down when you need to rise the most. But when you stand alone, when you trust no one but yourself, you remove that risk. You become a force of nature, unstoppable, unwavering. The greatest leaders, the greatest warriors, the greatest minds throughout history have understood this principle. They knew that to rise to true power, they had to be their own foundation. They had to trust in their own strength, their own decisions, their own vision. They didn't wait for others to validate their choices. They didn't seek reassurance from anyone. They trusted themselves, and that is what made them unstoppable. Self-reliance is not just a shield, it is a weapon. It is the tool that allows you to cut through the noise, to strip away the distractions, and to focus on what truly matters: your own growth, your own strength, your own path. When you walk alone, you are not bound by the expectations or weaknesses of others. You move forward with clarity, with purpose, and with a resolve that cannot be shaken. In the end, the only thing you can truly rely on is yourself. When everything else fades away, when the world crumbles around you, you will remain standing. Because you have built yourself, piece by piece, to withstand anything. The storms, the betrayals, the losses, none of them will break you. Because you are unbreakable. You are the master of your own fate, the architect of your own power. To bet on yourself is to place your faith in the one thing that has never let you down: you. And in doing so, you open the door to a power that is limitless, a strength that is unshakable. There is no failure when you bet on yourself, because you have already won. You are the force that shapes the world, not the one who is shaped by it. The world will look to others for strength, but it will be you who stands alone, untouchable, unbroken. You will be the one who rises when all others fall, the one who dominates when others falter. Because you know the truth. The only person who can ever be trusted is yourself. And when the dust settles, when everything else has crumbled away, it is you who will remain standing. You, unbroken, unyielding, and unstoppable. So, walk the path of self-reliance. Bet on yourself, and know that no matter what comes, you will always stand strong. Because you have mastered the art of becoming your own greatest ally, your own greatest strength, and your own greatest power.